Hey, my name is Luna. I've been one-tricking Black Widow ever since the game dropped and rank up with her pretty fast. I strictly only play her in competitive, so I found my own tricks. I don't follow a guideline made by anyone, I play her my own way. Which honestly, that's the beauty of shooter games, you can create your own playstyle. I'll go over the most important aspects and explain how I play her and make her work. Black Widow works perfectly as an independent sniper. If you want to pick her up as your main, keep in mind that you can't rely on your supports or your tanks. If you get dived, it's up to you if you win or lose. So the most important thing first, how do you aim with Black Widow? Many people said aiming with her is really hard and they can't hit anything. It takes practice and understanding how the characters move on the field. Characters ADS drive constantly with fast speed. I also noticed it's a bit laggy, which makes it even more difficult to hit stuff. You don't have to drag your crosshair all across the screen for her. Just let people walk into your crosshair or you can move your crosshair to the side. So for that to work, you have to leave your crosshair at head level. I would like to add, you don't have to constantly hit headshots with her. It's basically impossible. If you waste your time doing that and missing, you're just useless for your team. It's fine hitting body shots, you still kill them. The only characters you can headshot constantly are tanks. Just the balance between headshot and body shot is important. People compare Black Widow to Widowmaker from Overwatch, but she's more of a mix between Widowmaker and Ashe. What I would like to add is I only use her jump, like to get on high ground, when I'm getting dived, or when people are hiding behind a card or on the objective. Constantly running and jumping and aiming takes too much time you just don't have in this game. Supports just out here Widow's damage so extremely fast that you gotta get kills quick. She is definitely one of the weakest CPS and needs buffs. They just have to remove her reloading after every shot, especially on her hip fire. So positioning on her is actually really easy. I mostly play her next to a health pack, so if I get dived, I can quickly just heal up. You can also either be on a high ground or in the back of your team. The only places you shouldn't be is in front of the team or in the middle. If you're in the middle, you just won't see anything. If you're frontlining, you will just die. It's best to just stay back and have a better view. Or just like take side angles, that's what I always do. Your strength as a sniper comes from the enemy not knowing where you are, even if it's just for a few seconds. Besides, you can run so fast, you can easily go back to your team. Just don't stay in the same position for too long. So the question I always get is, how do you deal with flankers or when people dive you? There's a few ways you can manage, but in the end it just comes down to your aim. I say this in every game, if you want to main a sniper, don't always switch off the sniper when it doesn't work for a second. You just won't learn the character like that. Like, you have to stay Black Widow, you have to play her, even if it annoys you, even if you lose your mind. When I first played her, I was so frustrated, like literally, but I just kept grinding her. I think I played her for like 8 hours straight when Rivals first dropped. So back to the subject, you can kill them easily if you just position yourself next to a health pack. If you're her like the flanker, don't even scope in. You can just 2-tap them with your hip fire, or like it takes 3 body shots for most of the characters. I usually hip fire once, then pull them in with my grapple, stun them, do a bit of more damage and then finish them off. If it's against high mobile characters like Spider-Man, it's best to just constantly use your jump and hit them with your hip fire. If tanks dive you like Venom or Thor, just run off and jump. So what I do is I run further away from the battlefield and let them follow me, separating them from their team. The time they're wasting on me usually helps my team win. Her patons are completely useless, I wouldn't even recommend switching to them. The time you waste on doing that, you're just gonna be dead. So don't ever reload when someone flanks you. It's also a bit of a habit I had, even when I still had 3 bullets. Widow can't run while she's reloading, which I think is so absolutely stupid. If you do that, you're gonna die. I saw videos saying that Black Widow solved the sniper problem, but I disagree with it. Mostly because I think it's ridiculous that Hawkeye can one-shot, but like Widow can't, even though she has a literal sniper. I don't know, it just gave me the vibes of MarvelRivals wanted to pull people in from Overwatch saying, hey, we made a Widowmaker copy and paste, look, she can't one-shot, we solved the issue. And look what happened, they're like, Black Widow is such a bad sniper, she's the worst DPS in the game. But what I noticed with people is they always jump on these trains about, hey, let's hate this character for this month, let's hate the other character, now Hella's like the issue, and look, everybody just hates her. Should I make a video about that? Let me know in the comments, I don't want to talk too much about it here. How should you use Black Widow's ultimate? Her ultimate is like mid, even when you're fully charged, getting kills with it is rare, like it shouldn't take that long to charge in my opinion. I use it to either kill someone that dies me, or like I solely focus the enemy supports, slowing them down and finishing them off with a headshot. Supports are the most important people on the field. If you kill them, the enemy tanks will fall over like flies and you can win the team fight. Lastly, how do you deal with enemy snipers? That includes enemy Black Widows, Hawkeyes or Hellas. For enemy Widows, it's important if they hit you once, just don't repeat, back out, heal up, then challenge them again. If she hits you once and then hits your head, you're dead. And we don't want that. Just keep your crosshair at head level, headshot her then body shot her. Or body shot her first and headshot her. Just don't stand still. You have to ADS drive. Hawkeyes are easy to deal with. I usually just use my jump to kill them. But you can just also hide behind a wall, peek, shoot, repeat. He can one-shot you, so be careful with that. So Hela is like the easiest to deal with for me. Her hitbox even on her body is like huge. And since you're like way in the back, you can finish her off. Though she comes up close to you, she's extremely dangerous. Just don't let enemies close a distance to you. So that's how I play her. I hope I could help you. If they buff her, which I hope, I'm just gonna make a new guide. Playing her just honestly takes lots of practice and dedication.